for the second straight game, the Thunder flipped the switch in the third quarter, turning the Wolves' errors into a full-blown avalanche of points. And just when you thought things would get boring, the chippiness kicked in. Let's break down how OKC ran the exact same script and left Minnesota stunned yet again. Before tip-off, we finally get to see SGA raising his well-earned MVP award.
You led this team to the most wins in franchise history. Congratulations. You are the NBA MVP.
And Chris Paul was in attendance to support his former teammate getting the trophy, but he got a little extra stuff pleasing his eye early in the game when Scott Foster got kicked in the stomach by Randle and hit in the face by Dort simultaneously on the jump ball.
Scott Foster comes up wincing. The crew chief, he's hurting right now. And he's going to go over to the scorer's table. There's some blood, as you see. I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often as he gets whacked in the face inadvertently.
Anyway, the first half was similar to game 1, with neither team being able to pull away from the other, with one significant difference. As great as Julius Randle was in game 1, shooting blistering hot from downtown, he was twice as bad in this one.
He had a slow start the other night, but a great second half. Randle gets inside, throws it up, gets his own rebound. Hartenstein right with him, couple of fakes. Goes up, bank shot, missed it. Well defended by Hartenstein. Randle again, missed another.
Randle was a total non-factor in this game, scoring only 6 points on 2 for 11 from the field. That forced Finch to sit him on the bench for the entire fourth quarter. Luckily for the Wolves, Edwards was far more aggressive than in the previous game.
Edwards against Dort, pulls back. Plays catch with Gobert, hard screen set. Edwards hits the jumper.
I love that play. Anthony Edwards loves to dance.
As Edwards backing in against Wallace, goes inside, a little double clutch. 6 points early for Anthony Edwards. 7 on the shot clock, drives, back shot is good. The athleticism there from Anthony Edwards. On the drive, Edwards and one. Anthony Edwards powers to the bucket and a chance for a three-point play.
Although he hit just 1 triple out of 7 attempts from long range, Ant was determined to get his points by attacking the paint. He, alongside Jaden McDaniels, led the Wolves in a really tight battle before the break against the heavy favorites.
Edwards goes high and backs it in with the left hand.
On the other end, Shai and J-Dub were methodical, getting to their sweet spots on the floor.
Finds the elbow, jump shot's good.
2 players getting to their respective games.
Williams makes a good catch on a bad pass and knocks down another shot. He's hit his first 2. Finding SGA, McDaniels right with him, steps back, baseline. He has been the mid-range maestro. Julius Alexander falling away, off the glass, banks it home. 9 straight points to lead up to 8.
Unlike his hot and cold play against the Nuggets, Jalen Williams is thriving in this series. It felt like having 2 SGAs at the same time because...
Finds Williams falling away, difficult shot, gets it to go.
He continues to percolate.
By 8, T-Wolves back up by 1. Williams feeling it and rattles in another.
And the real one decided to take matters into his own hands right before halftime just to announce the thunderstorm that was rumbling in the background.
Julius Alexander again with McDaniels. Falling away, got it. He's in double figures. Pilot drive, SGA. Pulls up, jump shot is good. 14 for the MVP. About a 5-second difference shot clock and game clock. Julius Alexander with 3-pointer. Knocks it down with McDaniels right there.
Shai sent the crowd into a frenzy with 11 straight points in the last 3 minutes of the period, putting OKC up by 8 heading into the locker rooms. Edwards and McDaniels were able to keep the Wolves intact up until the middle of the third quarter when the clock struck winning time for the Thunder.
Stolen by Dort. Alexander Walker with the foul, counted and one. His cousin fouled him, and SGA with a chance for a 3-point play. Caruso, tough catch, strong finish, timeout Minnesota. Julius Alexander pulls up, jumper's good. 28 points, and now this is the largest lead of the night. All right, listen, he's everything you want in a franchise player as Wallace knocks down the 3, and the lead is ballooned to 15. Knocked away by SGA. Here comes Wallace, alley-oop to Holmgren.
A 12-1 electrifying run by OKC to blow the game open in a span of 100 seconds. Unbelievable. Their defense is just ridiculous. They made the Wolves work extremely hard for every single point, holding them to 6 for 20 from the field and 0 for 6 from distance. That's what lockdown defense means. Minnesota shot terribly from the three-point line for a second consecutive game with 11 of 39. That's just 28%. On the other side, Kaysen found Chet for another dunk over Dante.
Back for Holmgren with the stop. Largest lead of the night. And a technical foul called on Holmgren, a taunting technical after throwing it down.
I understand Holmgren getting hyped after 2 dunks like that, but I don't get why Foster is rushing to give him a tech for this. Or maybe he was still salty because of the early incident. Anyway, to cap things off, Shai hit Wallace on the right wing for the biggest lead of the night.
Wallace launches a 3. It's good!
Up by 24, it was a thunderous celebration in the arena as the fans were witnessing another dominant performance by their team. Edwards, on the other hand, was in a clear frustration on the bench, so things would get a little chippy in the final period.
And McDaniels with a shove. The frustration for Jaden McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander goes down. Lou Dort trying to have words with McDaniels. Naz Reid tries to get in between.
Down by 16 in the middle of the fourth, Jaden had enough of Alexander getting the best of him, so he straight up shoved him to the ground. This earned them a flagrant 1, but it sparked a little fire for the team.
Anthony Edwards pulls up just inside the arc, nails the jumper. 26 points for Edwards. T-Wolves still fighting. Goes inside, high off the glass. Gorgeous move. Alexander Walker, 8 on the 24. Edwards drives baseline, left-handed, flips it up and in.
The Wolves closed the gap to 11 points and had a great chance to get it down to single digits, but J-Dub didn't allow them to get too greedy.
Just under 4 to play. Lou Dort, 3-pointer. Rebound, Naz Reid pokes it ahead to McDaniels. Great transition defense and a steal. Williams to Holmgren. Blocked by Reid. Williams puts it up and in on the follow. Multiple efforts from Jalen Williams.
He was the only one scoring for OKC during a 4-minute span to keep Minnesota at distance. Williams was brilliant with 26 points, 10 boards, and 5 dimes on 60% from the field. But Edwards kept pushing for a glimpse of hope at the end.
Edwards pulls up, jump shot, puts it in. Anthony Edwards makes it a 10-point game.
With the help of Ant's 32 points, they got within 10 twice. But every time, the Thunder had an explicit answer.
Lou Dort on the drive, finds Holmgren. Holmgren off the glass. Jed Holmgren with a big game. Jalen Williams up top. Right back to Jalen Williams, puts up a 3. Bang! Jalen Williams with a big 3-pointer. SGA inside, adjusts and lays it in. Unstoppable.
SGA was indeed unstoppable and made sure to put the Wolves away for good. He finished the game with 38 points, 8 assists, and 3 steals on 57% efficiency, an MVP-worthy production to guide his team to another comfortable win at home and a 2-0 lead in the West Finals. OKC never lost in a best-of-7 series after winning the first 2 games with a record of 13-0 all time. The third quarter run and the 8 more turnovers by the Wolves proved to be the deciding factor in this game as well. And here's Jaden McDaniels after the game when he was asked why he pushed SGA.
What kind of I just wanted to foul him for real. I wasn't even mad. I just had fouls to use.
I like that he was very straightforward answering this. I expected a much better effort from the T-Wolves in Minnesota though, and everyone expected an explanation from Mike Malone as well after his comments on SGA backfired badly at him.
I agree with that. When Nikola won the first of his 3 MVPs, and I did vote for him again this year if I had a vote. Want to make sure the people in Denver know that because right now I'm getting a lot of heat back home.
Welcome to TV, Michael.
No doubt.
Mike's a great guy, but he gotta work for a living. It just happens to be on TV covering Nikola's direct rival. Speaking of rivalry, the Knicks and the Pacers put on a spectacle yesterday and brought up possibly the best game of the season. I broke down everything in this video right here, so check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.